What y'all about to watch is Kamala Harris create a really cool moment for herself, but she ruined it so bad. Like, look, the crowd went from ha, ha, ha to nothing. Like, nothing.
Okay, now I want each of you to shout your own name. Do that. Because it's about all of us. It's about all of us. And listen, I have fought my whole career to put the people first.
Dedicated her life to being a fraud. That's what we're gonna call that. George actually said she has a negative social IQ, and then Colin Rowe responded, she cannot control a crowd. That's apparent at the Houston rally. To her credit, she never deserved to be in this position. She was installed. We all know that. We will see next week if this test where the elites forcefully pick a candidate works. I don't know if this is gonna work. They're doing everything that they can. They're taking the most drastic measures that they can to try to win over the American citizens due to her tanking polling and also tanking votes right now. So what they're trying to do is just garner as much attention or as much, they're trying to spread out their platform as much as they can by using celebrities. And these celebrities that they're using, Now, before we even get to that, I'm going to prove to y'all why Kamala Harris is a liar. This is her getting caught literally white-handed. She didn't even try to change the ethnic background or the skin color or nothing when she photoshopped this picture. Now, you know, we all know Trump worked at McDonald's for about 15 minutes. She ain't worked there at all, though. Let's check this out.
I worked at McDonald's. I was a student when I was working at McDonald's.
The Harris campaign has been exposed for photoshopping Kamala Harris's face on a McDonald's worker from the 80s. Originally posted on Facebook to debunk the Trump claim that Kamala never worked at McDonald's, this photo's been
How she try to debunk a Trump claim and debunk herself? Oh my God.
checked, and the original image has been found via ex-fact checkers. The original image is from 1983, this teenager's first day at a McDonald's job. Who was the one that came forward when the photo was altered and said, wait, that's literally me. The photo seen side to side is obviously photoshopped and was likely used by AI to digitally enhance it, without even changing the skin tones or any other expressions. The Harris campaign did post this photo, though it was only up for 4.5 minutes on X. The Kamala HQ posted it. And after the fact check came on, they quickly took this down to pretty much prove that Kamala Harris never worked at McDonald's. This is a huge victory for the Trump campaign, who he actually recently worked at McDonald's, as he's currently at a 74% chance to win the election based on poly-market odds. But we've seen in the past these odds can be misleading and can go either way. Make sure to follow me to stay in tune with stories such as this as we near election day.
If Kamala worked in the drive-thru at McDonald's, I'm pretty sure she would say something like, do you want some lies with that burger? Oh my God, can she not lie? Like, is that a possibility? I don't really know what these Democrats these days. I'm gonna be honest, these Democratic politicians, bro, just lie after lie. They're making careers off of it, making bank off of it. Somebody said the Kamala campaign didn't post it though, right? No, they posted it for 4 minutes. They consistently lie about everything. Like, I'm just happy that this lie actually, was exposed and people were able to see it. Somebody said, yep, my tweet yesterday was right. Nothing is real but me now. Right. It's pathetic, man. These people are dramatic. Now, I told y'all these celebrities, right? They are all coming into the defense of Kamala Harris, right? I'm going to let Candace Owens open this up before we start going into, who is it? Let me see. I think it's Ferell, y'all. We got, Ferell. And yeah, let's go ahead and check this out.
She's coming. She is coming to town. We knew it was going to happen, obviously. We knew it was going to happen because, like I said, this has been so abysmal for Kamala. They're very upset with Black men for not behaving in the way that they should. So they're going to offer Black men Beyonce. They're like, listen, okay, we're bringing her. All hail the queen. All hail the queen. And nobody can resist Beyonce. And you know what's really funny? I can't say who because I do keep a lot of these discussions private that I have with so many artists and entertainers. A lot more of them are conservative than you think. They are just also like, having a figurative gun to their head. They're not allowed to speak out on their conservatism or they'll lose everything. But one individual was recently telling me that they get what's known as the call. And essentially, if they step out of line, there's like a black mafia that's been created of sorts. And these people are supposed to call you. And they essentially, when you get the call from them, you better know that you need to get out there and you need to do something. And those individuals range from Tyler Perry to Barack Obama. Once upon a time, Diddy was one of these individuals. And, you know, one person who also told me this obviously was Kanye, but that has been recently confirmed to me again. And so when I see like Beyonce and her being trotted out, I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of the Hollywood Black Mafia. People are having their strings pulled and told that they have to make an appearance. And you wonder why that is. Like, I can't believe that with everything going on, that for Beyonce, this is a priority. Like, I don't buy the Beyonce's here to save the world rhetoric. Like, I personally believe that her and Jay-Z, for whatever reason, are basically told when they have to get out and support something. That's why they were one of the earliest supporters. Remember, I just vaguely or vividly rather recall them marching in the street over Trayvon Martin. Like, they co-signed BLM and it feels like it became a thing overnight. And they have been sort of minted like the king and queen of hip hop. So seeing that she has now agreed to appear at a Friday rally in Houston with Kamala Harris just smells very funny to me. She will be with her mother, Tina Knowles, and the country music icon, Willie Nelson, according to people that are familiar with the planning. And so that is supposed to be announced imminently. And as we know, Kamala, who is definitively not Black at all, not even kinda, okay? She's a Jewish Hindu Irish woman, for being honest here, and a descendant of slave owners and sugar plantation supervisors. And one of them, who was incredibly abusive, by the way, Hamilton Brown, was known to be very abusive to his slaves, and she is a descendant of that Hamilton Brown. But anyways, we know that in order to convince people that she's Black, she chose to walk out to Beyonce's song Freedom. That has been her theme music throughout all of her rallies, even though I feel certain that Kamala Harris can not name even 2 Beyonce albums. But they are obviously ginning this up to the public, and it's supposed to make Black people do a 180.
She probably can't name 2 Beyonce songs, low key.
And I just find this all to be so routinely insulting. Like, to me, it just reeks of racism. Look at this NPR headline, by the way. It's so embarrassing. Beehive meets K-Hive. Like, there is no K-Hive.
What are you?
No
What do you see?
If there was,
you see this? They really doing their best to try to merge Kamala Harris into the American culture. Like, dude, we reject this.
The K-Hive, I am the K-Hive. Like, I have basically been swarming her genealogy. Like, I am the K-Hive. Okay, and I do not plan on letting this go, because I just find this to be so fundamentally racist. Everything that she has done has been so fundamentally racist, and that includes trotting out all these Black artists from Lil Jon to Usher and now to Beyonce as a way to tell Black people to behave. So I'm completely not with this. We'll see what's to come of it. It'll likely be something that is hilarious, because there is nothing about Kamala that gives off any type of swag. There's nothing about Kamala. She lies about having listened to Tupac while she was smoking in her college dorm, like she told that to Charlamagne the God.
Have you ever smoked?
I have.
Okay. Like
And I inhale. I did. I did.
But when she was in college, Tupac music wasn't out, I don't think.
Inhale.
Was it in college? What were you listening to when you was high? What was on? What song was it?
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, definitely Snoop. Tupac for sure. For sure.
It turned out that Tupac was 10 when she was at university, so that story made entirely no sense. It was, again, her just leaning into a stereotype. She is an empty vessel, but we're going to stay on her and continue to report on everything that she does in these final days leading up to the election.
Oh, and they just giving out this money, man. Just giving out. Tupac was 10 years old. How was you listening to Tupac smoking weed in college? And then how do you go from that to locking up people for smoking weed in college? I'm not, hey, look, right is right, wrong is wrong. I'll just leave that at that. But yeah, come on, man. They said got her marching orders, LOL. Beyonce, no one cares. The list get longer and longer. Interesting. He was 12 when she was in college. She's a lie. She's getting paid, no doubt. Her and her husband have coined their brand so well. They do nothing for free. They all have been to the Diddy Club is what the real sentiment is. I'll tell you what, after all this stuff with these celebrities this year, I'll just say, Cat Williams, man, you that guy, dog. You the man, bro. Now, look, black men, there's been this whole issue with black men not supporting Kamala Harris. You had Barack Obama come out of his rabbit hole to try to, preach to black men, and he's not even, that's a whole nother story, preach to black men about why we need to support Kamala Harris just based on our skin color alone, which I don't understand why Democrats don't find that to be extremely racist, because somebody's literally telling you to vote based off of skin color, not off of your intellect at all. Like, you can't even look at the information and look at inflation, look at, the border, look at everything that's happening around you and decipher right from right for yourself. These people are annoying. But Billy on the Street is back, and Will Ferell, loud white man. Let's go.
Hey guys, it's Billy. I am back on the street with the one and only Will Ferell, and we are out here today to represent a very important voting demographic, loud white men for Kamala Harris. So you ready, Will? Sir, we're loud white men for Kamala. Join the call.
Join the call.
Hell yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, who are you voting for?
Kamala Harris.
Yes, exactly. Have you voted yet?
Mail-in ballot.
Oh, mail-in ballot, bitch! Miss, for $1, would you have sex with a Trump voter?
No.
Thank you. Sir, we're loud white men for Kamala. Join the call.
Yes.
Yes.
I support Kamala.
Yes, that's not that loud, but louder?
Oh, louder.
Yes.
I support Kamala.
Louder!
I support Kamala.
Yeah! Miss, did you hear if Kamala wins, she's going to make Buddy the Elf Secretary of Christmas?
That would be phenomenal.
Would you have sex with a Trump voter?
Ugh.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sir, loud white men for Kamala. Join the call. Go Kamala! Yeah! Yes! For $1, for $1, for $1. Who are you voting for? Yes, there you go. Yes, yes. Okay. I have to go. Yes. Tell everyone in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania to vote for Kamala.
East Stroudsburg, vote for Kamala.
Please, sir. Loud white men for Kamala. Join the call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are you voting for?
Kamala.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Corey.
Corey. Corey for Kamala.
That don't make no sense, man. You see, Trump, at least he, trying to unite everybody together. He ain't trying to coddle one group or the next group. He ain't trying to pander. At least he know he's white, right? Kamala don't know what she is, but at least we know she's white. But you got white loud men for Kamala right here. You got Will Ferrell, which is another celebrity. I don't know his connection with the Diddy parties and nothing like that for everybody that's gonna be in the comments saying it. But we have some breaking news here. Now, again, Trump, we welcome all, black, we don't care who you are, I'm black, you can be white, you can be Puerto Rican, you can be blue, you can be green, I don't care, bro, you can, Ferell, you can be Captain Planet, but we accept you. Kamala Harris, though, Black Women for Kamala Harris organizer has been filmed being racist and saying F, Will Ferrell and loud white men, basically.
All the trailer parks are all covered. All of the people up in West Virginia in the hills, they covered. They got them all the way there to Wall Street. He did that. And we sitting there talking about the white women, forget the white women. They're going to do what they white men tell them to do. That's what they tell themselves. Yeah, and they be smiling in your face. But they want to stay in charge. They miss Ann. So I don't care nothing about them. I know we gotta do what we gotta do. That's my interpretation.
All I'm saying is, if that had been a white woman and she said, black people, forget black people. Black women. Come on, man. That would have been. This is what we talk about when we talk about approved racism. How is this okay? As a black man, I'm uncomfortable. Hell, I identify as offended right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Hold on. I got to sneeze. I'm allergic to this bush. Hold on. Woo. Didn't want y'all to see that one on camera, but look. Kamala, you're not doing a really good job. If your voters can change their mind with a simple question. Look, she changed her mind after a simple conversation. When asked who this couple is voting for, the wife said Kamala because she'll be the first black female president. And her husband said,
who are you guys going to be voting for?
I'm going for Kamala Harris.
Okay, and what about you?
Trump.
Okay, so you want to vote for Donald Trump, she wants to vote for Kamala Harris. What makes you want to vote for Kamala Harris?
Because she'll be the first black female president, and want to give her a chance. I think she can do it.
Yeah, and when she says I want to give her a chance because she'll be the first female black president.
Yeah, I like that part, but our country doesn't need it just because she's the first of the first. We need somebody that's been in there and knows what they're doing. He's not a Pinocchio. Nobody's pulling the strings for him. He's more of Geppetto. He says what he wants to do and does what he wants to do. That's why I like Trump. Mm-hmm. And he's done more help for the the community that I was raised up in. You know, he's helped us with even the stimulus packages and all that. So that's why I'm more with Trump.
Okay, cool. And so it is a critical time right now. We have a lot of things going on in the world. We got World War III is on the brink, and the border is a mess, and inflation is all-time high. Do you think that having a first female black president is the most important thing for America right now?
When you say that, I don't think so. I think Trump will get the job done because that's what he was working on when he was in there last time.
I'm sorry, but Kamala, it's just getting worse and worse. You're tanking, and she thinks she can lie to us about her tanking. Before I even show y'all that clip, Kamala's losing with over 90% of favorable media coverage. Journalists are literally editing her answers to make her less cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, plus celebrity endorsements.
Say that you have the lowest approval rating of any vice president.
Well, there are polls that also say I have great approval ratings.
Swing voters don't like Harris. How big a drag is Kamala Harris on the ticket?
She's a pretty big drag. I think she was arguably Biden's worst political decision.
They don't like her. There's lots of reasons they don't like her.
Kamala Harris's approval rating is now at 28%, which is an historic low for any modern vice president.
We're hearing it from mainstream media, one outlet after another, one leak after another. The Kamala Harris is the worst vice president ever, the worst politician ever.
We don't see the vice president. What people are saying to me, and I'm sure they're saying it to you, where's the vice president? Some White House officials are feeling that she came off looking unprepared for inevitable questions about when she might visit the southern border.
We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't understand the point that you're making.
The point that Lester Holt was making was obvious to anyone else who was watching this interview, which is that the issues at the border are inextricably linked with the portfolio that she's been given.
The border is secure. We have a secure border.
Bidenomics is working.
At this point, America, we so close, and I know I'm behind the screen and it's all laughs and jokes and stuff, but man, it's getting serious. It's getting real. Like, I'm literally on the phone right now with a friend, and he said that he's not gonna vote. And I'm like, hey man, well, follow me to the polls, bro. I just said, you can't hear him respond, but I just said he ain't saying nothing right now. But yeah, anyhow. Kamala Harris is not a master manipulator. She's a failed manipulator, if you ask me. She's a master to those who may be a little more low vibrational. Take offense if you want to. Y'all calling us everything under the sun. But she's just dishonest, corrupt, and a failed politician daughter. Yeah, she's the real threat to democracy.